And my brain keeps going, Owlcrate? More like out the... I find it ironic that people who read a pastime that involves you getting beneath another person's skin, walking in a character's shoes, being able to experience their hurts and hopes and dreams and pain and anguish and realities and story. I find it ironic that people who engage in such a pastime, hey baby, I find it ironic, right, that people who engage in such a pastime, hey, who engage in such a pastime would lack empathy. And with everything that is going on, I'm at a loss for words. How do you run a book box business whereby you connect readers and writers and we celebrate worlds and characters and, you know, a certain level of growth and learning and knowledge? How do you lack empathy as a person? Now, for those of you that are not on book Twitter or Bookstagram, and to be honest, work has been busy the last couple of months, so I haven't really been on. I just come in like maybe I check Twitter like once every 2 weeks, and usually it's just a 5 minutes check-in and I'm out again because I've been really busy. So I missed this entire scenario when it happened. Matter of fact, I did not know it was happening until a friend of mine who is outside the book community. She's a reader, but she's not a creator and all of that. She's not officially on book Twitter. She sends me an Instagram post for Owlcrate. Why does she send it to me? Because I have an Owlcrate subscription.
Correction.
I had an Owlcrate subscription. Um, and what I usually do is I keep it on because of their special edition boxes, just in case I have a pretty book I want to get. And so I often skip. I think the last time I got a box was in 2019. And this month I called her on the 1st of August. I was like, shit, I forgot to skip my Owlcrate subscription for the month. So I'm going to get in the August box. So Owlcrate was on our mind. Well, recently talked about Stan, and she sends me this Instagram post. And just in case, right? Just in case you've not been online, because I know some of you that follow me are not really big on book Twitter and Bookstagram, let me read this very interesting post for you. And this is from Corina, who actually runs slash owns Owlcrate. Goes, hi friends, Corina here. I wanted to give everyone the heads up that tomorrow we'll be sharing details about finishing out our Karakozik mug collection. Karakozik is this artist that does amazing art. And for Owlcrate, she does their HP mug art, by J.K. Turflin. Okay, so it goes, I know many of you have been waiting for the chance to be able to finish your collections, and I want to thank you for your immense patience. In case you're new here and you didn't know, we began a mug collection way back in 2017. The mugs feature beautiful artwork inspired by the HP series, and each illustration was originally hand-painted by independent artist Kara Kozik. After the events that took place last summer with JKR's remarks towards the transgender community, we took a break. They took a break. We took a break from including HP inspired products in our boxes. I wrote a post last summer that mentioned how fans of the series would have to decide for themselves how they feel about remaining a part of the HP community, and that it's a deeply personal thing. I've spent the past year thinking about my own relationship with these books and this fandom, and I've ultimately decided that it's too much a part of me to let it go. My grandparents gave me the first HB book for Christmas when I was 11 years old, and the series has been a huge part of my life ever since. The values of acceptance, friendship, bravery, and the power of love that I've found in these books have also carried me through some of the toughest times in my life. I've created incredible friendships over a shared love of the books. I've traveled around the world to visit the parks and special film locations. I have imagery from the book tattooed on my body, and of course, it inspired Owlcrate. I can safely say that without HP, my love for reading may not exist as it does, and without that love of reading, Owlcrate may never have happened. We started Owlcrate over 6 years ago because we wanted to share this love of reading with the world, and we wanted to bring people magic, and that remains our mission to this day. The HP community is such a positive, accepting, and diverse community that I've found so much happiness and support within it. I know for some people they may not understand, but these books aren't just books to me. They have helped shape who I am, and have been an important part of my life for over 2 decades. And I feel that the community has grown into something so much bigger than the author. I know many of you will be excited to finish your mock collections. However, I also know that for some of you, you have decided to cut ties with the book/fandom, and this news may be disappointing. I completely respect your decision and understand if this causes you to unfollow us and no longer support our business. As mentioned above, I know this is a deeply personal thing, and you should absolutely do what is best for you. We would never want someone to follow us if it made them uncomfortable. I want you to know that whatever you decide, Alcrate supports you, and there will always be a place for you here, but you need to do what's right for you and you alone. More details regarding the mugs will be shared tomorrow, but for now, I just wanted to thank you for reading and supporting Alcrate this far. I don't have all the answers, and I don't really think there is a right answer. For myself, I'm choosing to love and support the transgender community without reading my life/business of Harry Potter. I'm following my heart in a way that feels authentic to me, and I would wish the same for anyone reading this. With lots of love, Corina. Please be kind to each other in the comments. How the fuck do you want them to be kind to each other in the comments when what you are doing is so fucking unkind? And honestly, I repeat, I find it ironic that as readers, some of us lack empathy. I find it ironic that you would hold on to nostalgia for a series over actual real life people who are talking about the hurt and harm that the writer is causing. And it's not like she said things in passing. Like, J.K. Turflin has come out over and over and over again to keep spewing this gross misinformation that is causing active harm, and she keeps saying it, and actual medical professionals keep saying that you have this all wrong, and Joanne is just insistent on just riding this turf train all the way to whatever the fuck she's going, and I that is her. But the irony of writing such a statement, being so, why not just say it with your chest that you value profits over the life of trans people, that you're tired of pretending like you give a shit, because you don't. The irony of, I love the trans community, but, and we all know when anybody starts a statement, I do this, but we know that the but totally and completely negates every single thing that came before it. There's a reason why that is universally accepted, because what comes after the but is what you really feel. And what you really feel, I'll create, is that holding on to this work of this woman, giving this woman publicity and support and putting her out there, giving her voice even more weight, is so incredibly damaging, but you do not care. And once again, I find it ironic that as readers, this is happening. Like a book box. You have trans readers. You had trans readers. You've collaborated with authors who are trans people. And to sit here and be like, I know this hurts you, and I know that this woman is just vile, But oopsie, see, she wrote this book when I was 11, and my life has forever never been the same. And therefore, even though now I'm an adult and I've been reading for decades, and therefore I should have built an accurate understanding, more knowledge of exactly words and how they impact and how far they can be either healing or damaging to a person. Now I am still going to hang on to this book I read when I was 11 years old. It's not nostalgia. We're smarter than that. The fact that this entire bullshit was just, adulthood is recognizing the fact that some of your heroes when you were a child are flawed. Adulthood is recognizing that the ideals, the things you knew when you were younger, you didn't know shit, and now you know better, and so you'll do better. Adulthood is acknowledging that and moving in that knowledge, in that grace. To run a business and to claim to be ethical about it and then follow it up with that bullshit is just that. It's bullshit. But you don't care. Because, like one of my very good friends, Brittany, mentioned, you've probably calculated that there are a lot of people who still read and support J.K. Terflin, and that you will make more money through that. And that is why you're doing what you're doing. And so yeah, I cancelled my Owlcrate subscription. I cancelled it so fast I got whiplash. So many of my friends also cancelled their Owlcrate subscription, and it's not because we're being performative. Because I know some people watch this video and be like, "Oh my god, bitch, shut the fuck up." But you know what? Saying the truth and having empathy is basic human decency. It's just it. Being a fucking human being. It's not hard. It's not hard to do. And sure enough, a lot of people I know have cancelled their subscription. I have cancelled my subscription. Some people are claiming that they've cancelled their subscription, but we know that they haven't because, a lot of people lie. But the response has been overwhelmingly, what the actual fuck? And my brain keeps going, Owlcrate? More like, how the fuck to not run a book box business? Because you see, in the immortal words of Monique,
see, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.